I am live. Yay! Java update available. I don't want that. I want you to go away. Slowly but surely, we're coming up. Coming up. Did you turn my volume down on this as much as you could? Because I can hear myself talking really loud. Oops, wrong one. She did. Yay! There's one person watching us. Yay! Come on up. Come on down. Didn't Was it Bob Barker that used to say that? Come on down on the game shows. I watched The Price is Right when they would call the name, and remember people would dress up and they call the name and they'd come running down to be able to play The Price is Right. And now Drew Carey hosts it. It was kind of sad. The audience is like 20 people or something. It's really kind of small and kind of sad, really. Anywho, I'm Tisha Copeland at Not Your Mama's Quilt Store, and today it's What's New Wednesday on a fall day in Plano, Texas. We're here to show you some fun stuff today and what we've got coming up in later in the month of November. The year is almost over. I cannot even believe it. So yes, I have some fun stuff to show you that we've got coming up. I have our demo that we did last week, last Saturday. This week we're going to be doing um, what do they call it? A kitchen boa. I couldn't think of it. I could think only of a feather boa. We're doing a kitchen boa this week as our demo, and I will be here demoing it. So come on by. At least that's the plan. Yes, I can't fail on my duty because Taylor will be sorely disappointed in her leader if she doesn't show. So I will be here. So thanks for joining us today. I have some fun stuff to show. Tell me who you are, where you're from, where you're watching from. Give me a shout out. Say, hey, we are here. We are here. We are here. Yes. So, what do we have going on this week? We have Friday, November 1st. I have staff meeting on November 1st at 8:30 in the morning if you want to come to that. I know everybody wants to be here at 8:30 in the morning. I don't want to be, but I have to. But no, so Friday. Donuts, so that makes it better. Yes, that's right. I bring donuts. This is true. This is true. So Friday, November 1st. I cannot believe it's going to be November 1st already, but yes, it is. And we have a very fun class coming up with Jenny Miller teaching the Winter Star paper piecing class. This is foundation paper piecing class. And if you haven't learned to do foundation paper piecing with Jenny Miller, this is a great class to learn. Now, it is a little bit more advanced. She's going to assume you know how to do some of the paper piecing, not all of it, because of course it's still a class, a fun class, right? But we do have a beginner, like I have even no idea where to put my paper kind of thing coming up. Let me see. On Saturday, November 16th, so right in the middle of the month, on the 16th. This one coming up is the Winter Star Foundation paper piecing class, and it is so pretty. I don't know if Debbie can post a picture of it. Okay, she says she doesn't have it set up right now, but she will see if she can do it. Last week, she was surprising me with all the pictures. She was, look, there she did it. That's the Winter Star. It is so pretty when you see it, and it's just the right size that you need to hang on the wall, maybe in the dining room. Oh, you know what would be really pretty if you put it near the dining room or wherever you eat, and then you can decorate your table in these really pretty grays and taupes. Would be so pretty. I did that one year for Thanksgiving. It was a really pretty table. And then you can do the same thing with beautiful vanilla colored candles for Christmas, and some of that eucalyptus that's kind of grayish green, which is really also pretty. You could just make like a whole little vibe, a tablescape, as they call it, a whole vibe going on with these colors. And this is a good project, good size that you can put it up and go, duh, I'm done. This is my Christmas decorating. If you're done decorating, okay, which sometimes I am. If it's not for my husband and Noel, who love to decorate, love it, I would be so done with it. It's not the decorating so much it bothers me, it's the takedown. Oh, I hate taking everything down. It's such a nuisance. So that class is coming up on Friday, November 1st. The next thing coming up is the Posh Santa class. This is a really fun class, learning to use a mini quick curve ruler. And if you're afraid to do curves, how many people are out there that go, I don't want to sew curves. I tried to do it one time and just couldn't do it. It was too hard. Posh Santa, the class, is so much fun. Jen Kelman teaches that one. She's one of my other employees and instructors, and she teaches that one. And it's learning to use the quick curve ruler. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I didn't know we had a second one.
I think this is Nancy's.
Oh, yeah, look how pretty that is. And they are easy to do, they are not hard. I love how this came out. It's so pretty. And coming to learn to do that, if you haven't learned, just come over and try it. And I bet you're going to kind of be sold on it and go, you know what? I like curves. I'm not afraid to do that. So that's a great class just coming up in the next week. And then we have a beginner quilting 101. We'll be doing this again in January or February. These classes always sell out. So if you know somebody, especially at Christmas time when you start seeing all your friends and family and they're like, I really want to learn to quilt. I never learned. I know sometimes it's easy to go, I'll teach you, that's no problem. But then what's hard is trying to make the time for both of y'all to meet up at the same time and be able to schedule something where you could teach them. And or like, what do you do? Where do you begin teaching them, right? Do you teach them with a block? Do you teach them with a whole quilt? How do you begin it? And that makes it kind of hard to do it with a friend. So send them to us. We take the headache out of it. We can teach them. We're going to start off with a small quilt, and when they're done, they're going to finish that quilt either at the class or when they get home that night, because it's an easy pattern and they're able to finish it and start using it, and they get so happy and excited that they got to make a quilt. And you know what? We start off easy with our quilts. We don't start off with anything hard, because starting off with a hard quilt that's going to take them weeks and weeks to learn. Sampler quilts are very popular for beginner classes, and that's where, say, you learn to make 6 different blocks, right? That's fun to do, but it takes somebody 6 weeks to learn how to do it, because every week they're learning something different. Well, I find those are hard classes, number one, for a student to be able to finish, because it's hard to be able to commit to something to do for 6 weeks, right? If you tell me I'm going to have to do something every single week on a Thursday night for 6 weeks, I can tell you right now I can't do it, because I'm not free every week for 6 weeks. So I'm probably not going to finish it. Number one. Number two, the first time you try to make a block that's hard, you don't finish it or it doesn't come out right. And then a person feels like, I'm not good at quilting. I didn't understand how to do this and this block didn't work. When that's not true. Sometimes the block is too hard for a beginner. What's easy to us is hard for a beginner. And so they walk away with a sense of failure, like I didn't do it right. And that's not true either. So when we teach somebody in our Beginner 101 class, we teach them how to use the ruler, how to use the rotary cutter, how to read a pattern, how to talk the lingo of quilters. What's a fat quarter? What's a jelly roll? What's a layer cake? All of those kinds of things. And they are able to start sewing and cutting in class and learning how to do this. We concentrate on getting a 1/4 inch seam. Where do they find it on their sewing machine? How do they line it up with the foot they have on their sewing machine? All of these things that are kind of assumed when somebody starts sewing quilts, like The pattern doesn't always tell you to sew it with a 1/4 inch seam, right? Sometimes they just say sew a seam. And a quilter maybe doesn't know like the difference between an eighth of an inch, a 1/4 of an inch, 5/8 of an inch. We have lots of people that are clothing sewers, seamstresses, and they're used to sewing with 5/8 of an inch because that's what you do when you are sewing clothing. So we teach all of that kind of stuff for quilting in our Quilting 101 class. So be watching again for it in January or get on the wait list if you have somebody. The other thing you can do, if you have people that want to learn how to quilt, right, then give them a gift certificate to a class. When we put it on the calendar again in January, give them a gift certificate to that class so they can register and come and do the class. Really fun, really great. So we've got that class coming up also. And a beginner binding class we've got coming up the following week. Also on the 15th, that beginner binding is perfect in time for the holidays. If you have any quilts that you're planning on giving for the holidays, now's the opportunity to learn to come and make a super easy, or not make it, how to finish it with an easy binding. You can get it done, and we're going to walk you step by step how to do it, and then you're going to be able to go back and work on your own quilt. We don't tell you to bring your quilt to the class because you need to learn on something a little bit smaller, but you're going to be able to take to your quilt what you just learned in class, apply it to that, and make it all come together. So that is the perfect binding class coming up in the middle of the month on the 15th. Then we have the beginner foundation paper piecing class. We have quilters game night this month. If you haven't come to that, it's really fun. Hot and heavy iron bag class. That's another fun bag class that we're going to be doing. All of these can be found on our website. You want to be able to go in and check it anytime you can to see what new classes are coming up, because once we start advertising out on Facebook and Google and our website and everything, it really starts to fill up quickly. So, oh, hey, there's Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. How are you? And Libby, and there's Colleen from Lavon, Texas. Hello, Colleen. How are you? And Miss Libby, that's okay that you're a little late. I jumped on right on time, which is a little unusual. So, yeah, yeah. So glad to see all of you all joining us. We do have some great things coming up. So jump on our website and see if you find anything that just gets you excited to join. One of the other things that we are going to have coming up, which we are so excited about, a shop hop. Yay! We're doing the Peppermint Lane shop hop again this year. It's going to be from December 16th to the 14th, and we've got 12 shops doing it with us. We're doing the Best Little Quilt House, the Retreat Center, Boxcar Quilts up in Aubrey, Downtown Dry Goods, which is in downtown McKinney, Fabric Fanatics right here in Plano, Kaleidoscope Quilt Shop, Minding My P's and Q's, Not Your Mama's Quilt Store, Pink Sand Beach, Pinky's 2, Quilt Country, Quilted Tiger. This is another quilt shop up in Denison. You might know right now that Quilt Asylum is closing down. They are going to be probably closed down by the time the shop hop happens. But there's another one up there in Denison called Quilted Tiger, and this will be their first shop hop with us. So we're excited about that. And Social Creatives, which is Erin's new shop up in Frisco. We're going to do the cookie exchange again. Well, not cookie exchange, the cookie recipes again. Each shop will have their own recipe. Some of them made samples of the cookies, right? And so you could taste them all the time. And some of them just had pictures of the cookies. I think we had cookies a couple of days. It was hard to have them every day for the entire shop hop, but we did have some. Um, but you're going to be able to get a free recipe with all the patterns that you get for the shop hop. This year's theme is quick and easy little gifts you can make like in about 3 hours or less. So last minute gifts, or change up the fabric. It doesn't have to be anything for Christmas or the holidays. You can just change up the fabric, make it Valentine, make it a cute birthday, make it a just thinking of you gift. So we have some cute things that all the stores are going to be having. Of course, the pattern will be free. The kit will be whatever they charge for it, typically about $14.99, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. So we will have that for our shop hop. It goes on for 2 Saturdays in a row from the 6th to the 14th, 2 Saturdays in a row, 2 Fridays in a row. And actually, I think it starts on a Friday. Yeah, so it starts on a Friday because I know some people like to take a 3 day weekend to, or yeah, a 3 day, because some of the stores are open on Sundays. They'll take a 3 day weekend and be able to do the shop hop. And it's just fun to do, right? To go from shop to shop and go see each shop and what they're going to be doing for the shop hop. So yeah, Lisa Pruitt, we have her here, Barbara King, Sandra, hello, hello. Thank you for joining us. So happy to have you all here. Liz, nice to have you. And great ideas from last year. Thank you, Barbara. I remember that Vicky was the one who gave us the idea last year of kitchen items to do, kitchen items for projects. And you know what? Those patterns still sell and sell because we had a hot dish carrier. We called it a pie carrier, but you can really put any kind of hot dish in there and you could just make it quick, quick. Put your hot dish in there and carry it with you wherever you're going to go so you didn't have to take oven mitts or stuff like that. And yeah, we still sell a lot of those. That was Vicky's idea for doing a shop hop, and I took it and ran with it. She was like, "Can I suggest something?" I said, "Yes," and that was a great idea that we talked about at our retreat last summer. So yeah, this year we're doing quick gift ideas that we can do. Each shop will have something different, so you won't have the same um, project from each shop. So yes, it was really great. Boy, I'm looking at my hair and it looks a little wild today, doesn't it? The wind right now is crazy outside. What's going on with that? I'm getting distracted with my hair. I just looked in the. Okay, that's better. Not so wild there, going whatever was going on back there. So yes, the other thing is October is over tomorrow for Halloween. What are your Halloween costumes? Does anybody have anything planned? You know, I see them on TV, and it seems like this year making a lot of costumes is kind of the thing without having to store buy so much stuff. There are some really cute things to go out there and make. Um, I saw where they were making the little baby twins. What do you call them? They're like toddlers, so they're walking a little bit, and they're making that old-fashioned little spring dog that has the head and the butt, and then the slinky in between. And they make two little twin kids. That it's so cute. I thought that was darling. And then another guy he has triplets that are in a wagon that he wants to take them trick or treating or wherever they're going. But he's got three of them in a wagon, not a stroller. And he got a box, a big box that would fit over the whole wagon. He cut holes in the bottom of it and then some empty holes also. And he has a whack-a-mole for the kids because he puts it right on top and he puts their heads through the hole. And the kids are loving it. They just think it's fun. But it says whack-a-mole and then it has one of the little blow-up noodles that you can whack-a-mole with. It's so cute. There have been some really cute stuff. And if you go on Pinterest, cute costumes. So are you all planning to dress up tomorrow? Are you going to have anything going on? Linda Byers. Hi, Linda Byers. Says, I've missed viewing. Glad to be back. We're happy to have you back. Glad to have you back. So, tomorrow being the 31st, spooky day, um, don't forget, if you went to the Plano Quilt Show, tomorrow is the last day to use your coupon that we had in the Plano Quilt Show brochure. So tomorrow's the last day, 20% off your entire purchase. Then that coupon goes away. We won't have anything else for a while. For a while. So You want to be sure to use that up before the end of the month if you still have it. Go back and find your quilt show book and see if you can do it. Some other fun things that we did. So, I told you that Jen and Debbie went to market last month and they saw a really cute quilt. Let me see if I can switch this to oh, here we go. They saw this quilt right here, and I'm sorry for the glare. Let me see. Hold on, I don't know how to do it when the there. Okay, this quilt right here made with the Santa panel and made with all of these fabrics. And it is easy to do because all you're going to do is put a border around it, kind of that you can see, put a border around it. Then you're going to cut up almost like charm squares. You're just going to have squares. It's going to go all the way around just like this. And in the middle is the panel. So this is a quick quilt that can be done. It doesn't say what size it is. No, here it is, 45 by 65. So I always love these lap size quilts. It's easy to just throw it on the sofa and make it look like Christmas in the house, not having to add a whole lot of decorations if you don't want to, but you want to have a little nod to Christmas or the holidays. This is a really fun way. I love that this is not particularly Christmas colors. You've got some gorgeous blues in here. You've got the greens, but they're throwing in some other colors like that. So it makes it very festive. It looks like a Christmas tree colors if you have the kind of Christmas tree that has all kinds of decorations, not just theme colors. You have all the decorations. And so that's like kind of what all this fabric is like. It's got all the colors in there. You've got a big panel, so you don't have to piece the whole middle part right here. This is a really fun quilt that you can make quickly, and it's a great price at only $64.99 for the whole kit, and it includes the binding in there for you. So yes, we have that as well. In the store, a couple of kits in addition to the other kit that we have available for this fabric line. So pretty. You can still get this done, and you know what? This is one you can quilt at home if you want to. You don't have to send it to the quilter. You can certainly get it quilted at home on your sewing machine. It's not hard to do. It's easy to do. Hey, Taylor. There's our little social coordinator extraordinaire who has things to show all the time. Did you did you by any chance do have your demo stuff for still the little wallet?
Let me grab a couple of blue ones. Oh, I don't have the steps. They're fake
Okay.
wallets.
Okay, no, that's good.
But it's really simple.
Okay. So you want to come tell them? I won't even put you on camera.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, let's do
We're
that.
going to switch the camera. There we go. Thank you, Debbie. Here you go.
Awesome. So this past Saturday, we did the little wallet, which is a lot of fun. And it's a really simple project. It comes together in maybe 15 minutes tops.
Nice.
We carry the template to make it. Your pattern is going to have you cut out two pieces of fabric in this shape. Watch up here. Here we go. Okay, so you'll cut out two pieces of fabric for the body on this shape. And the shape is in the pattern as well. So you can use freezer paper or trace it out of pattern ease or however you like to do it. But what I really like about the template is that I can use my rotary cutter with it.
Yes.
And that means I can stack up some fabric and just get them pumped out and make a bunch of these for all my friends, because what we're doing is we're doing little gift card wallets out of it. Ta-da! So this makes a great little Christmas gift, a stocking stuffer, or money. Send them a gift card to Not Your Mama's Quilt Store. Get them down here. But you'll cut out your fabric from this. You'll cut out a piece of stabilizer as well. I just used a lightweight woven stabilizer. You will cut some pockets on the fold out of this shape. Now, the pockets are not on the template, but what I did is I just took my vis-a-vis, my wet erase marker, and marked them on there. Just lined them up like that. This has paper on the back that you'll peel off, of course. And it will give you instructions to place one piece of fabric your lining fabric face up, line up your pockets at the bottom, your main fabric with the interfacing goes face down on top. You just sew all the way around it and add a snap. And we've got a link for snaps that are just so fun and easy to do. You can make these 5 at a time and crank them out in 20 minutes. It's a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Certainly.
I'm telling you, she just thinks of the best little things. So these are really great. And what's fun is that we have several little kits that are like ready to go to knock out these little wallets. You can get them made really fast because you don't have to think about what fabrics you're going to pick out. Or of course, you can use your scraps. I mean, these are great little scrap busters. But bunch of little kits right here that are ready to go. They run $9.99. And you know what? These are cute. You can even add a little tie, a tab at the end, and put these on your keychain, and then you can carry around your driver's license, credit card, anything like that in there. Kids like this, they can put it on their backpack so you can make it fun. I like it because sometimes I just want to put my wallet, my credit card, and my driver's license and drop this into my bigger purse, especially if I'm changing purses for an event or something. And I don't want to take my whole wallet. So I can just put a few things in there. You can fill it with the gift card. Somebody can keep all their gift cards that they got for the holidays right there. So super cute. This is called a little wallet. And we've got the patterns right here. The pattern runs just $5. The template, if you want to, the template is a secret price. Let me see. 17.99. Now, like she said, you have the outline right here inside. See it right there? You can see the cutout, the drawing around it. But you know what? I am so lazy. I don't like having to trace around anything over and over. I just want to be able to get my rotary cutter and cut. That's all I want to be able to do. So this was our demo this past weekend, and it was fun. People love to be able to come in, pick out what they want, quick little gifts, ready to go, ready to use and sew. And if you want to give it a go, give it a try, stop on in. We will have these available in the store. Yes. The link to the snaps. Yes. You did? There we go. It's in the comments. Debbie is just cool that way. Yes, it is. It's in there. And it came from the A word, vendor. And it ends with an N. But you know what? They have them available. And that was the only place I could find them. So yeah. But I'm sharing the love with you. How's that? Normally I wouldn't do that because I don't like the A word. But yes. And for crying out loud, don't buy stuff from Timu, whatever it is. Stop giving your money to these Chinese companies that are hacking your computers. Stop it. Don't do that. When you pay for stuff, they have your credit card information. Stop doing that. Okay, that's my PSA for the day. Okay. So, anyhow, that's all we've got for you today. I'm happy you joined us. We have ready things to do, things that are ready to work on here in the store, ready to go. We have the new month that's going to be starting, some great new classes. We have the holidays coming up. The other thing, last thing I forgot to tell you about, starting next week, we will start closing at 5 o'clock in the evening. I do this when the time changes because I find most people don't like to shop anymore once it gets dark and they're on their way home from work, or if they are out running errands and it's close to dinner time and it's dark. Everybody wants to go home. Are you like that? If it's light, I'll still go out and do stuff afterwards. Like, I don't mind. But once it's dark, I just want to go home. I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to go shopping. I don't want to go to the grocery store. I don't want to do anything. I just want to go home. Once it's dark, it's dark. I don't care what time it says it is, it's dark. And it seems late to me, right? It seems like it can be 5 o'clock and dark, but I'm like, it looks like 10 o'clock at night. We got to get home. So, all of that to say that we will start closing at 5 o'clock next week, and we won't go back till our 6 o'clock hours until time changes again, which will be in March. So, be watching out for that. Make a note, mental note about that. Lisa says, yeah, she totally agrees. She doesn't like to shop in the evening. Me neither. No, the walk books should be here. If not today, maybe tomorrow. They shipped out on Monday, either Monday or Tuesday. So they will be here pretty quick, Liz. Yep, Carrie says, totally agree. Once it's dark, no more shopping. Got to get home. Yeah, Liz was asking about the walk books. She took my class last week on using your not long arm, your home sewing machine and using the walking foot to quilt your own quilts. I love teaching that class. I meant don't. Oh, yay. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. Yes. Oh, she agrees. Totally agree. Yeah. Quit giving your credit card out to companies in China. Stop. It's not rocket science. Stop it. So, anyhow, uh, yes, she took a class with me last week, a walking foot class, how to use your sewing machine to quilt your own quilts with the walking foot. It is fun and it's easy to do. And I think she liked it. She's asking about the book. I had to order some more. We didn't have enough for the class. I wasn't expecting it to be such a big hit. But you know what, Lisa? Liz, I am planning something for next year where we're going to take a project out of the walk book and do it. Maybe one of the really cool pillows or a wall hanging, something like that, where we're taking it right out of the book and working on it. I think it's going to be fun. It's amazing what your machine can do, and just learning what this foot does, finding the measurements on it. Again, taking a class, you learn something new every time. And I really like to take my time and teach people what it is that they're sewing with so that you're not afraid of your tools that you have, your tools being your sewing machine and the different feet. So yes, Liz said she loved it. So much fun and new friends too. Yes, we always end up making new friends at a class, don't we? And it's fun when you take another class and you see them again. So yes, that was a lot of fun. And the book should be here, like I said, if not today, then maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. I know it's shipped. It's going to depend on Brewer, who's my supplier, I think comes from the West Coast, so there shouldn't be any problems with shipping. Everything from the East Coast is taking a little bit longer right now because of the flooding damage they had from the hurricane. So that's a little bit delayed and just a little bit problematic, but we should get that pretty quick. So yeah, I ordered it last week, should be here this week. Yay! Thank you for joining me. I'm Tisha Copeland at Not Your Mama's Quilt Store in Plano, Texas, and I will see you next week at 1 o'clock for What's New Wednesday. And we will see you then. Thank you for joining me today. Bye.